is your National Sales Director. I'm excited to talk with you about social media today. Maybe you're a brand new consultant watching this video, or you're a seasoned consultant that's watching this video, and the topic is, how do I take my social media audience, how do I take the social media platforms that I have and use them to grow customers and grow team members in my Mary Kay business? Because I love my Mary Kay business and I'm really excited about it, and I love the products and I love the opportunity, and I want to share it with everyone. And I want to help you today, friends, guide you in proper social media marketing, so we don't come across as that salesy person, so we can keep the connection pure with our audience. Now, when I started my business in 2010, Facebook had been on the scene, MySpace had been on the scene, Instagram wasn't quite around yet. It was a different Facebook than it was today, I'll tell you that. Twitter was just coming on the scene, and I loved the fact that I could connect with people that I had not seen in a long time, and that I could meet new friends. And that's still why I love social media today. In 2020, a lot of people are on social media, and sometimes we just don't know how to show up. We don't know how to show up, and sometimes people are a little bit afraid of social media because they don't want to come across as that annoying Facebook friend. I don't know about you, if you have received the messages through your private messenger, or if you have just been added to a group that you weren't asked to be added to, and your notifications go off and off and off. And I want to help you be that light. So when people get a message from you or get a notification from you that you've posted something, they're going to draw to it because you make them smile. Because ultimately, the reason that the audience that you have is connecting with you is that they want to be a part of your life and they want to be your friend. And so we don't want to lose the connection through social media. And sometimes I've seen so many people do that because they don't really understand how to use the platform of social media. So I'm going to walk you through that. That's what this video is about today: understanding how to grow our customers and how to grow our team members using social media. And then we'll focus more in the next video on specifics. So what platforms am I going to talk about today is Facebook and Instagram. Those are the two main platforms used for conversion. What I mean by conversion is you take people that you're friends with or that follow you, and they become your customer. They become your hostess. They become your team member. So one of the things I want to say is the process of Mary Kay has been proven to be tried and true over 56 years. And so when I started my Mary Kay business in 2010, which was 10 years ago, there was social media. You know, I know that some of you, maybe it just used to be TV and radio, right? And so what I've noticed throughout the years, no matter how technology has grown or what ways of communication, internet, not internet, as I've studied the Mary Kay business model, it is relationship built. It is a relational business. And so I think sometimes people think that if they want to show up on social media, they can take shortcuts to the connection, to the relation. And you can't. It takes just as much effort as with anything. So just know that. Just know this is not a shortcut. This is a way to enhance what your sales director or myself is currently going to be sharing with you in your training on how to build. I was mentored by one of the top people in Mary Kay, Senior National Sales Director Kristen Myers. I joined her $1 million unit that happened to be one of the #1 units. It was the #1 unit in all of Mary Kay in the entire United States when social media was around 10 years ago. But she taught me the process of connection. She taught me the process of being a servant. She taught me the kitchen table experience. And I want you to know that I went from consultant to national sales director in 4.5 years, building my business that way. So this is just enhancement. This is not to take away from anything. Okay, so here we go. What platforms am I going to focus on? Facebook and Instagram. Now, I want you to know I cannot tell you exactly how to post. Like, this is what you do. This is how you do this. I'm going to give you a framework. But your friends and your followers are different than mine. And social media is constantly changing. Remember, I told you, the Facebook that I joined 10 years ago is not the Facebook that we have today, right? The platforms are always changing. So I can guide you with a framework. So let's get started. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this conversation that we're having, one thing is a lot of times people don't think like a consumer. They think like a beauty consultant. And now we're going to talk about that. People are your friends on Facebook because they want to be your friends. They don't want product message after product message all the time. They still want to know all different aspects of their life. They follow you on Instagram for various reasons, right? And so where I see, I don't want to say the problem, but where I see people go wrong is they show up as a beauty consultant, thinking like a beauty consultant and not a consumer. So what do consumers want? We all have different backgrounds, and because sometimes we're showing up with a consultant mindset, we don't come across authentic. We lose the connection. And I believe that y'all know what I'm talking about. So we want to preserve the connection, but we want to show up authentic. So what do consumers want? So here's an example. You guys, we get a lot of messages every day. When you think about your platforms, we get a lot of messages throughout our day on TV, on the radio, sponsored ad on Facebook and Instagram, through Twitter, through our phone, through our text, through a podcast that we listen to. A lot of advertising messages, or just a lot of messages. And when we show up in that same way, it's not like we're trying to be bad. It's not like we're trying to run people off. It just doesn't get people's attention. It just doesn't get people's attention, and people keep scrolling. They just scroll right past. And so it's not enough to rise above the noise. So I want to equip you to rise above the noise, preserve the connection, and how to take all your lovely Facebook friends. And one of the things I do want to say is I'm not going to get caught up with metrics. You can have 100 friends on Facebook or 100 followers on Instagram and still show up beautifully with this concept. And you can use, you can grow. Of course, you can always grow. Okay, so if you think about your friends, I want you to think about, maybe you've seen this post, the new weight loss program, the new weight loss shake, and the long paragraph or the graphics that go with it, the infomercial graphics. And I want to ask you, do you stop and read through it? Do you stop and read through it? Most likely you don't, because it's too much. So I want you to ask yourself this question: what makes you stop scrolling? What makes you stop scrolling? Here's what studies show. When you post your beautiful self, your face, not my face, your face, or you with your children, this beautiful selfie, and yeah, you might have to work 50 times to get it right. Remember, I told you there's effort in this, okay? There's no shortcuts. Your friends most likely will stop scrolling and read. If you don't believe me, go to your Facebook page right now, and I want you to see the amount of engagement or likes that you have received on what type of post. So like those type of pics, again, it doesn't matter how many followers or friends, that makes you show up different. It makes people stop scrolling. So Mary Kay gives us beautiful tools, and they do, you guys. You can go to Mary Kay in Touch and you can see all the digital resources that they give us. I use those, but not on my public page. This is just how to show up on your public page. You're a brand new consultant or you're a seasoned consultant, okay? This is just showing up on your public page. Mary Kay gives us that, but I want you to know that Mary Kay has an entire marketing department to curate Mary Kay's public brand. And they pay people a lot of money to curate their public brand. And the thing is that when we are a representative of Mary Kay, we're independent beauty consultant, where the message can be mixed is we're not showing up as our brand. I'm not showing up as Angie Locke, right? And so how do we show up as our brand and incorporate everything that we love about our Mary Kay business and grow our customers and grow our team members? You have to create your brand. Okay, so let's talk about how to do that. Okay, there's going to be more videos to follow, but let's talk about how to do that. I'm going to use the term sales funnel. That was such a foreign term to me. My last position in my nursing career was actually a marketing position. And when my mentor and boss said sales funnel, I had no idea what she was talking about. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to show you. I'm just going to show you my little tornado. Here's my little tornado. My tornado's big up top and then it gets small at the bottom, okay? This is what we call our sales funnel. And at the top, this is all of our Facebook friends. This is all of our Facebook friends. This is everybody. This is our Uncle Louie. This is our babysitter. This is our neighbor. This is our high school friend. This is the person that keeps our pets when we go out of town. This is our old co-worker. This is everybody. Everybody that follows us on IG, that friends with us on Facebook or follows us. And what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through how to narrow that funnel where you captivate the audience, okay? So remember I said sometimes we just put too much out there. Brand new beauty consultant, and we slap up that we're a brand new beauty consultant and we need to do 30 faces in 30 days, and oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Now I want you guys to think about that. You may like a restaurant that you prefer to eat at, but not every one of your Facebook friends chooses to eat there. Think about that. It's the same thing here. It's the same thing with gaining customers, gaining an audience, and gaining team members, okay? So what I had to learn early on is with anything is don't take it personal, girlfriend. Don't take it personal. Continue to build your brand. Continue to be your authentic self, the woman in Christ that you are, and be the light, people, right? And don't change it. Don't change it, because people they like you, okay? But sometimes we can just put too much stuff, y'all. And so to create engaging content for these people, they need to hear your voice. It's called influence. They need to hear your voice, not somebody else's. They need to hear yours. So let me give an example. Let's say we've got awesome lip glosses coming out and you want to do a post. Now this is if you're a seasoned consultant, and you want to post all the shades and their names and the colors and talk all about it. But this is not the right place to do that. A really great concept would be this. That slamming photo of you, your favorite new lip gloss color that just came out, great selfie, and you take a picture, and remember I said it might take you 50 times, and you can say, I have literally been on the hunt for the perfect lip gloss that goes with every season, and I found it. Or maybe it's getting close to the fall time, and you've got that lip gloss color that reminds you of a pumpkin spice latte, and you're going to post it. That's going to help people stop scrolling. Or maybe you have this new serum and you do a selfie and you want to say something about Botox in a bottle. Myself or your director will help you create captivating posts, just like we help you with a booking script. Same thing, just like we help you with a booking script. Okay, you will get likes and you will get comments from that. But like I said, as with anything, social media is not a shortcut. You have to stick with it. You have to stick with, just like we can't just call someone once and ask them to borrow their face. We just can't text someone once and ask them to borrow their face. We have to stick with it. We have to show up. And eventually, people will show up in your comments. People will show up in your private messages, and they'll want to get that awesome lip gloss. They may order for the first time. They've now become your customer, And that's where we're going to transition them to the customer group. And I'm going to tell you in another video how to work the customer group. Maybe you book them for a facial. This is where she has gone from up here to now we're here. She's in my circle. I've caught her attention. She has stopped scrolling. So this is not where you're going to put all the swatches of these brand new lip glosses or these new foundations that just came out or this great cleanser that has all these awesome ingredients, things like that. You're not going to do that on your public page because remember I said people have to choose first to come to your store. Got to attract them. Why do you go to this restaurant? Why do you choose that restaurant? See what I'm saying? And so this is where we're building the connection. We're building the connection. Okay. Now in our customer group, we're going to hit them with all the fun things, right? So we've weeded Uncle Louie out, right? So this is where I'm going to write handwritten notes and things like that to people. Okay. So the basics, the first basic of growing your customers and your team members through your social media platform is, why do people stop scrolling? How do I show up as my authentic self? And the one takeaway I want you to know is show up as your brand. Yeah, you're going to have to probably take a couple pictures to get that awesome selfie. Yeah, your director can give you feedback on what to post with that awesome selfie. When a mascara comes out, and I say this to consultants, and you've probably heard me say this, I don't want you posting that director's beautiful picture where her eyelashes look like they're 6 feet long. I want you to get that beautiful picture and take the time to post the mascara, not all the details, but something catchy so people stop scrolling. That is how you separate. You've got to overcome the noise on social media because it's a lot of noise. It's way more noise than it was, 10 years ago when I joined Facebook. And then, when did I join Instagram? 2013, 14. But remember that our pure process is connecting around the kitchen table. And you don't